Hi everyone, welcome to day 2 of Coach Basics. Today I am here to take you back to the back office and teach you about a few of the trackers that Beachbody and some other coaches have come up with to help you keep track of your contacts, people you're talking to, what you're doing on a daily basis. And it may sound silly now to write everything down, but just trust me, as your business starts to grow, it's really hard to keep track of all the people you talk to and all the contacts you've made. So it's a really good thing to get in the habit of doing now. So I'm going to enter the screen share and take you back to the back office that we went to yesterday, and we will get started. This is just teambeachbody.com, and we will enter the Coach Online Office. As soon as it comes up, and then we go to training, and then on the training page, there's lots of great stuff here that you can read and glance through on your own time that can really help get you started. But today we'll be focusing on the training library right here. So you click Learn More, and the first thing that comes up is the business tracking. So the Business Activity Tracker, or the BAT, is what we're going to be focusing on today. So if you can all see that, this is the document that Beachbody recommends you fill out every single day each week. So the pay period at Beachbody is actually on Thursday. So on Thursday when you're paid, you start a new week and you set your goals for the whole week, and then you track your behaviors each day. This kind of leads into what we'll be talking about tomorrow with the 3 vital behaviors, but this breaks it down even more. So the first basic one is just being proof the products work. It's basically talking about you believing in the products yourself and being proof that they're good products and they work. So every day as a coach, you should be drinking your Shakeology and doing your workout. You track that on a daily basis. Then reading or listening to personal development, which Kim will get into a little more tomorrow in detail. But you track that, how much personal development you do each day. Staying connected, it breaks down many ways you can stay connected to your Beachbody team of coaches and customers. And then here are the breakdown of a lot of the behaviors you can do each night in a power hour kind of thing. If you stay focused and don't get sidetracked in non-related conversations or Facebook news feed, you really can break it down to an hour each night, especially as you're getting started. First of all, they recommend that you post on social media 3 times a day, and they talk about personal, health and fitness, and motivational. They're very specific, it's very straightforward, and then you get to choose what kind of tone your post at. New contacts every day, I like to add 3 to 5 new people on my friend list. I just go through and look for mutual friends. I look for people with common interests, and I add them as friends. They don't all add me back, but it's a way of constantly making new contacts and meeting new people in my life. And personally, I'm more comfortable on social media than in person at this point of my Beachbody coaching career, but I am hoping to develop that as well, in person, in the grocery store, in playgrounds, wherever it may be. Just constantly meeting people and more potential people that we have the power to help. Inviting people to join a challenge group or a fit club. We'll get into challenge groups a little later on in the week. But basically, you should be inviting people each day. It can be any form of invitation. It could be invitations to just a free group that you're running, an accountability group, a challenge group, getting to know the product, getting to know Shakeology. The next one is invite to learn about the business, invite people to understand what you do as a coach, tell them a little bit about the perks and the benefits. Following up is a big one, because you can have all these great initial conversations and moments where you really click with people, but if you don't stay on top of it, they're most likely not going to be contacting you. So every day you should be following up with people, whether it's by text or Facebook message or phone calls or emails. Make sure you stay on top of things, because that's in your hands. Existing customer check-in is another big one. It's it's not easy getting a customer, but it feels great when you do. But it doesn't end there. They're your customer because you sold them yourself. You sold them the fact that you're a coach and you're going to be helping them. So you have to follow through with that commitment you've made. You should make sure you have a conversation with them about how many people, how often they want you checking in. I like to pose it to them and say, do you want me daily? Do you want me weekly? Do you want me a couple times a week? Do you want to take the initiative to check in? But whatever they say, you got to stick to it. You got to make that commitment to them, especially at least while they're doing the program that they've bought through you. And the last one is just connecting with my team. Once you have a team of coaches, you should be checking in with them. You can be checking in with your upline. There's many ways to be connecting with your team. So this document just breaks it all down. And if you follow everything on this document on a daily basis, your business will grow. And the best thing about this document is it offers you a way to see where your gaps are. Some people like to send this document to their own coaches every week and talk about it on a weekly check-in or phone call. And you can see what you're lacking in and what you're really good at, and make plans to improve those behaviors. You can add all your totals at the end of the week, and you can also put an extra note for a follow-up list of people you've made contact with this particular week that you should definitely follow up with soon. I like this part of the document the best because I like to flip through my old BATs and figure out who I should be touching base with the next few weeks. I'm going to leave screen share and open a new document that I personally like to use, just in terms of me tracking people's needs. Let's see if I can open it. So hopefully you can see this document. It's called The Power of Three. This I got from one of the trainings I did from another coach, and the idea, and then I just created my own. You can open it on any Excel spreadsheet. I'm very computer illiterate, and I was still able to figure it out. But I'll also be attaching a copy of this in the file section of this group. So basically, the idea behind Power 3 is that you do 3 of each of the behaviors each day. So you friend 3 people. I like to write in their names right here. So if I friended Keegan Esparni, I would write her in on Monday under friend number 1. Doesn't mean they're going to be adding you back, but at least you're tracking who you're asking for friendship. Message 3 people. The messages don't have to be about Beachbody or even fitness. You can just scan through your friend list and say, hey, I haven't talked to this friend in a while, and look on their profile log, find something interesting that they've done lately, and message them about that. The point is just to be making as many contacts as possible. So if Beachbody comes up naturally in conversation, it's something you're passionate about, something you've been doing lately, it might help you out. But if not, you have a great conversation and you catch up with old friends. So that's it's a win-win. Inviting people to a free group. This is my personal document. You're supposed to be inviting people to something. I like to invite at least 3 people a day to the free group I run on Facebook called Food, Fitness, and Feeling Strong. I've been doing this since December 2014, consistently inviting 3 people a day. Many people don't get back to me. Some people answer back no. But once in a while I do get a yes, and my group is now at 300 plus people. And those for me are all potential customers, are all potential people that I can help out. And whether they buy programs or not, I do actively try to help them and follow up with them and see how they're doing in their own fitness journeys. I also have added on invite people to challenge group or Shakeology, because that's something that I'm specifically working on in terms of talking and using the products to invite people to on a daily basis. It's something I haven't been very good at up until this point, but I'm working really hard on bringing them up more in conversation. The follow-ups, just like we talked about at the BAT, and the coaching, anyone you're coaching at the time. It's very similar document to the BAT. I do like it because you can type in the name, and it's a different way of tracking, so you can go back to it. I also like that for the BAT, I do print it off and I write in things, whereas this one I keep on my computer and I save it each week. So it's totally up to you. I do both for now. Eventually I probably will just switch over to one document. But I hope this few minutes of time have helped in just getting an idea of what's out there. There's many other documents. There's graphics of just power hours that you can checklist off every day of what behaviors you're trying to do, what actions you're trying to do each day. I'll include some of those in my post. I hope this was helpful to you, and I will see you tomorrow in Coach Basics. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.